Hello guys, welcome back to Beyond the Realms and the Hitchcock Takeover here on the channel. And today I'm going to be reviewing Hitchcock's film from 1940 entitled Rebecca. Now this film stands out for two distinct reasons. First off, this is his first American film. This is the first one he made coming over here into the United States from Britain. And also this marks Hitchcock's one and only film to win Best Picture Oscar. It tells a story of this woman who is on vacation she is like the servant of this very rich woman. They're on vacation in Monte Carlo, and she runs into a guy named Maxim de Winter. He is a widowed man there on vacation. And this woman, she remains unnamed. So, you know, it's her role is played by Joan Fontaine. So, you know, I guess I'll just refer to it as that. Joan Fontaine and Maxim de Winter, they fall in love. She decides to go with him. They end up getting married. Everything happens very fast. And, you know, Maxim owns this huge mansion called Mandalay. And once they get back there, the now Miss de Winter, she starts to see, you know, that Rebecca was very much loved, and so loved by all the servants and people that take care of the mansion that it starts to make her very uncomfortable, because, you know, they not only talk about how much they miss her, they also talk about how, you know, she'll never be able to replace Rebecca. You know, Maxim will never love her as much as he loved Rebecca and all this stuff. It really makes her very uncomfortable. And especially like the head servant, Miss Danvers, she is the main one pushing all this and really, you know, tormenting Miss de Winter in a way. So Miss de Winter decides, you know, she talks to Maxim and she suggests having a costume party. You know, to kind of lighten the air up there, make everything feel a lot better. And everything comes to a head when this happens, because Miss Danvers ends up suggesting that she dresses in this costume, which there's these big paintings right outside the bedroom, and she suggests that she dresses like one of them. Well, she comes down the stairs and Maxim sees her, and he immediately flips out because it's a dress that Rebecca used to wear. He tells her to go upstairs and change immediately. So everything just really comes to a head at this point. And, you know, Rebecca's bedroom is off limits, and Miss Danvers, you know, always described it as being like the most beautiful bedroom ever. And, you know, Miss de Winter becomes more and more intrigued by this, and she ends up going in there and seeing the room. And then she demands Miss Danvers, you know, take things down and get rid of things in there. You know, she becomes defiant. You know, at first she's really getting pushed around, but then she starts, you know, realizing, hey, you know, I'm the Miss de Winter now. You know, you're going to listen to me, and I want you to take this stuff down. But it's really hard to talk about a whole lot more of the story other than that. And that may not sound very interesting and worth your time to check out. But trust me, guys, the twists in this film and how the things end up coming into play in this later on, it's really worth checking out. Like, I really wasn't sure about it either. You know, it's not a ghost story at all, but, like, the presence of Rebecca is just all over the film, because, you know, she lives through the servants, through how Maxim is tormented by, you know, the loss of her, and, you know, all of that. Like I said, I can't really say any more about it, but it turned out to be much different than I expected it to be, because Miss de Winter, you know, you think that she is, you know, that Maxim has just hired her to have her as another woman to have around. I mean, he really comes off that he doesn't care about her very much, and is just, you know, using her as like a little sidekick, or as a little, you know, person, just somebody to have there, you know, not even somebody he really cares about. But he does in fact care about her very deeply, as you'll see as things go along in this. But this film is very well acted. I thought it was really awesome, especially Laurence Olivier plays Maxim. You know, he's a very multifaceted character. He's a broken man, but also he's short-tempered. And then also you see that he has a loving side, too. You start to see all of that. And Joan Fontaine and Miss de Winter, she's really awesome. I heard that Hitchcock really worked with her a lot to really pull off this role well, and it shows because she really does a lot. And there's a lot in this, and there's a lot of scenes that really hinge on her performance to be able to make it, pulled off, because she's really disturbed by everything she's seeing. She doesn't feel welcome at all, and it's a very emotional role, and Joan Fontaine really pulls it off well. And I thought Judith Anderson as Miss Danvers was really good too. She's very cold, very impersonal, very unwelcoming all the way around, and she did an excellent job at that role. Trying to think if there's anybody else here. No, I think that's pretty much it as far as the cast goes. But guys, yeah, I can understand why this got Best Picture. It's an entertaining film throughout. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes long. It's pretty much just a straightforward drama. But for 1940, this has a super nihilistic ending. I mean, that's the thing I'm saying about Hitchcock. He didn't make horror films per se, but he made these very dark films. This is a very dark tone film. Despite just being a drama, it never delves into horror or supernatural or anything like that at all. But it's a very dark drama with a very super dark ending. And I think that's why Hitchcock has a lot of, a lot of horror fans can relate to a lot of his films. Because I can't imagine seeing a film like this in 1940. It's a pretty dark, twisted film. And, the whole twist in it really, really worked out well, I thought. So, guys, I'm going to give Rebecca an 8 out of 10. It's a really good film, and I recommend checking it out. I can understand the Best Picture nomination and award. So, yeah, guys, that's Rebecca. This is from 1940. I appreciate you all watching. You have a good one. Later.